Hi, I'm Matt Harlow from DJ Case. And today, Cindy Longmire, our senior social scientist here at DJ Case, is going to talk to us about social support and how your organization can offer social support to your graduates to help them along the path to become hunters and anglers. Take it away, Cindy.
Hey everyone, I'm Cindy Longmire and I'm a social scientist with DJ Case and Associates. And today I'm going to chat with you about social support, why it's important, and what are some ways that we can build this support. So when we think about the steps every person goes through when they get involved in a new outdoor recreational activity, we often think about ORAM, or the Outdoor Recreation Adoption Model. And this model includes the three broad areas of recruitment, retention, and reactivation. Social support is a key element of the ORAM model, and this social support encourages novices to get involved and stay involved in a new activity. And without the social support, the entire process tends to collapse, and individuals are far less likely to remain engaged in the activity. We can also think of social support as levels that are nested within one another, and at that core level is the individual and close family and mentors. And this is really the levels at which you're receiving support from those closest to you. And as we expand outward from that, we get the community support networks. And this is often seen in local athletic teams and supporting local teams, as well as the athletes who play on those teams. And then from the community level, we can expand even further out to that broad societal level where society as a whole accepts and supports what you're doing. For instance, like an astronaut and space exploration. So when we think about our Locavore lessons and our purposes, what levels are most important for us to really focus on? And that's really going to be the individual, family and mentors, and the community support networks. And social support is important because humans at our core, we are social beings, and we typically don't continue activities where we're not active. We don't feel supported by those close to us or our communities. And so locavores are going to be more likely to continue to hunt or fish if they feel supported socially on multiple fronts. So how can we build this support within the classroom itself? It's important to remember that it can take several tries before someone becomes confident with performing a new activity. And so with each new trial, we want to make sure that we review they've learned in previous attempts or previous sessions, and then introduce a new, more challenging experience. And that might be something like increasing the shooting distance, changing the target. We want to also encourage questions and don't make folks feel bad if they're struggling with an activity, because it's always important to remember that we all learn at different paces, and some students may need more time before they're confident in doing something on their own. Also within the classroom, we can do things to foster that peer support among participants. And a great way to do that is through group discussions, group projects. We might even encourage participants to go hunting and fishing trips together, or maybe even go shopping for tools or materials that they need together. So what about after the classroom? How do we provide support once class is over? Because this is still really important in order to encourage students to continue in the activity. And one way of doing that is getting everyone in on the act. People who from the program, such as mentors and instructors, will help facilitate and foster that social support long after the class is over. We can set up systems that facilitate continued communication with participants after class is over. And some great ways to do this are through Facebook pages, email, listservs, and other online forums. We can also involve past graduates. Doing this in some way is a bonus reward for completing the class. It can build that community feeling and help make past participants feel included. You can do this through holding events for graduates to get together and practice their new skills, or even invite them to help new students as they work through the same process that your graduates have already been through. You can also partner with local groups and organizations and associations. These folks can provide great support for your graduates, so encourage students to get involved so that their community continues to grow, and with that, so does the social support for them. So now we've come to the point that you guys are pretty familiar with by now, and that's the exercise. So Similar to past lessons, you just need to click the link below the video to access your forms and answer the questions. And here we're just asking you to think through what opportunities are available in your curriculum to promote this peer support. Are there other folks in your agency who are already facilitating after classroom support? And who is it, and what does that look like? What retailers are in your areas that you might use to promote these in and outside the classroom activities? What communication platforms currently exist within your agency that you can use to continue to communicate with students? And so with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. And don't forget to do your exercise, and we'll see you back for the next lesson. Thanks.